Hello, hello, hello. I know we had like a very special moment in our last class because it was the very, very last one. But it wasn't the very, very last one because one of my videos is showing up as blocked for music issues, whereas I thought that we had figured that out, and I guess we're not going to figure it out, so I need to make another video. But that's okay because we get to spend a little bit more time together. I get a little bit more practice, and you know, that's just the way it goes. It's not like I wasn't going to do yoga today anyways, right? Because practice, not perfection. I tried setting up another new background, but honestly, like, it is what it is, and I'll just make the best of it. It's all about the yoga anyways. It's not about the location. But sometimes the location really adds a little something when you're doing yoga under the stars at night, or like tonight we've got tomorrow night is new moon, so that would be something else. That'll be beautiful. Do a little namaskara, chandra namaskara. Okay, I've got a friend today. He'll move as soon as I get started because I'll end up kicking him. All right, enough talk. Perseverance will be our intention today, right? We'll persevere, we'll push through, we'll do this together, we'll get this done and learn all kinds of things along the way. I also have to resubmit my video because it was in the wrong, not resubmit the video, the whole homework, because my yamas and niyamas and the Gita was in the wrong format. But now I know about different formats, so I guess I needed to know for one way or another, right? I do find that after I get more knowledge from something, like learning it the hard way, then I have it with me for the rest of the time, and it'll come up and I'll use it later. So who knows what I'll be doing with that next. All right, let's go ahead, and when you are ready, find your special seat, whether it's cross leg, full lotus, half lotus, whether you've got a bolster or wherever you're at. It's absolutely perfect, especially right here when we're just taking a little bit of time to just mostly get set up, get our mindset and get our body ready. I want you to be nice and comfortable. So when you're here, you can let the hands rest against the backs of the legs. Go ahead, close your eyes. Find your breath. Lengthen the breath. And settle in for a beautiful, energizing yoga workout ahead of us. And as always, we'll set our intentions. I've already expressed mine, that I want to persevere, I want to do this right, I want to dot my I's and cross my T's. Just add a little mantra here. I am strong. I can do this. I am amazing. I am strong. I can do this. I am amazing. I am strong. I can do this. I am amazing. We're going to take our legs out long in front of us. Legs are long, back is tall. Point the toes down, flex the feet back. Point the toes down, flex the feet back. So we're going to do a little joint love today. I've been reading and learning more about the Ayurveda system. I even have a wellness coach, which is freaking amazing, and Black Yoga Magazine. The 200 hours is what led me to her, and I am really excited. I'm trying out the new recipes. I'm gonna try to balance my doshas because I've got way too much vata. I am always up in the clouds there, always full of hot air. All right, go ahead. We'll bring one knee into the chest and we're gonna roll out the ankle. But she was teaching me that the vata likes to stay in the joints, so we have to get it moving. And then this is a really great little routine to kind of get the day started that I've been doing. We'll release that leg and grab hold of the other one. And it, not only is it becoming routine to kind of get this going, but, get it going every morning. But I'm feeling a lot better here. All right, I'm going to come back to the first leg that I was working on, which is my right. Work on the knee, a little crackle there. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully this helps. Along with these exercises, switching to the other side, I'm also doing oil on the knees, so that'll help get the vata moving. Get your vata moving, yeah. Feels good though. Feels real good. I'm gonna grab hold of one foot, so I'm kind of just alternating side to side. Gonna work knee and hip right here. I feel like this might be a little bit more energetic than the wake up routine that I've been doing. Well, the wake up routine I've been doing isn't very healthy at all. Jumping out of bed and running around the house trying to catch up on a day that's just begun. Yeah. Release the leg down, so we're in our seated figure 4. I'm just going to come forward just a little bit here. Stretch out the outside of the leg, work into the low back. And with the left leg, or your straight leg, can open up the hamstrings a little bit. We'll release and roll up, and we'll do the hip on the other side. So I'm going to stretch out the right leg, grab hold of the left. Just a couple times, round and round, and then release. Lift with the chest, flex that foot so toes are pointing back of the body. Oh, on this side, feeling a little bit of pinchiness here, a little bit of stress in that low back. So I'm going to use the breath to massage out the tension there. Oh, I'm also going to lift my leg up. It was getting a little too close to the knee. Rolling it up. You can leave the legs out nice and long. Seated forward fold or crisscross. Easy pose. Whatever feels good here. Because now we're concentrating upper body. I'm going to roll the shoulders out. Do some shoulder shrugs up, down. And I'll work on the wrist. Maybe I'll start pressing against the wall and then pushing down. palms up, palms down. And roll out the wrists. Ooh, there's a lot of fluid moving in there. Hear it. Like I said, I'm gonna go do a little massage later. I mean, it's not painful or anything, but we'll see if I can't keep it moving. Open and close on those elbows here, and then bigger shoulder circles. Oh, those feel amazing. We carry so much on the shoulders, carry the weight of the world on our shoulders here, so it's always perfect and amazing to move through. All right. Let's go ahead and come into tabletop position now. Now that we did a little joint love, working into those wrists, we'll find our cat and cow. Sit bones up, face turns up. Exhale, round it out. Tuck the chin. Move through. Add any more spices to this that you want. If you want to go a little side stretch here. Side to side. You know what? I think we're going to stretch out the sides a little bit deeper later. So go ahead, keep breathing, keep moving, keep that breath linked with the movement, and then we can make it more dynamic, pulling back as you round up to the top. Exhale. Let's do one last one. We'll settle into child's pose, release here. Hold on for just one moment. Excuse me. Coda, come here. Coda, come on, let's get you inside. Come on. Oh, you walked in front of the camera. All right, we're releasing into child's pose, but we're about to change up the dynamics here. So we're gonna walk the hands over to one side while staying in child's pose. We're gonna extend over to the right side. We'll go through the middle, extend it to the left side. Bringing it back to center first, into tabletop, out of child's pose. Reach the right arm up, and we'll thread it under, drop the shoulder. Pressing into the palm, open back up to the sky or ceiling. Exhale, release down. Let's make our way to the other side. Lift and open. Exhale, thread the needle, release. And then reaching back all the way up and through. We'll press the palms down here. Whew, that was a nice, gentle, invigorating, energizing warm-up. Go ahead and tuck those toes under. Sit bones are gonna come up here. And I'm just gonna walk the feet up to the front, nice and easy. Meet me in your forward fold. out in ragdoll for a couple breaths here. Bending the knees, let the arms and head grow heavy, relaxed. This is perfect opportunity to stretch into the low back, all the way into the upper back here, so pull those shoulder blades apart, relax the neck, and then let the head grow heavy. Release it out with a yes and a no. Release the hands down, coming into a half lift, forward fold. We'll just take it up nice and easy up to the top. Go ahead and find some super amazing sun cells. So from here, we'll inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, press the arms down. Inhale up, exhale. Next one, we'll take a dive. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Press those palms. Step it back, right leg. And then after you find your low lunge, let's press the right hand and come into a spinal twist to the left side. Stacking the shoulders, we're opening the chest. On your next exhale, the hand floats back down to the mat and we step it into plank. I'm going to drop the knees down, pull the elbows in, and go for some push-ups here and warm up the upper body now. We got to get the blood flowing, so nice and slow, all the way down, pressing up. Exhale. Let's go 2 more times. Last one. Bring it up to the top and then press through. Knees, chest, chin. Dive it out. Cobra. We're on the thighs. Our shoulders are pulled back. A few long breaths here. Try not to pinch the breath. And we'll tuck our toes under into down dog. Find your very best version of your down dog here. Working to reach the heels towards the mat, but please don't get discouraged if you're not there yet. Remember, the journey is just as good as the destination. Pedaling those legs out. We'll go right leg up between the hands, low lunge. Press the left palm, reach up to the ceiling or sky. Exhale, top hand down, stepping it up, forward fold. Half lift, reach it out. Forward fold, around those feet into the mat. Lift up, soften to the joints, and then exhale to the heart. All right, we're just going to continue adding on to that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Let's dive it out on your next exhale. Find a forward fold. Into half lift. Out, out, forward fold. We'll step the right leg back, then the left to come meet it. And then we'll go chaturanga into up dog. Sorry, into cobra or up dog. Go ahead, tuck those toes into down dog. Let's add some crouching down dogs. Let's really open up the back of the body here. Drop the knees, pull the hips back. Sit bones up, heels come down. Exhale. exhale. Inhale. We'll settle in right here. Drop those heels close to the mat as possible. Right leg comes up. We're going to take knee between the hands and find pigeon pose. Sink and settle here. Go ahead and make your way to your favorite version of pigeon pose. Whether it's a mermaid, whether you're sinking, you're sleeping pigeon, you're just coming down, you can always stack the hands for a little rest on the forehead. Start to walk the arms out. Play around with it and don't assume. Remember, our bodies are going to want to do different things each day, and you need to honor that. We'll stay here just for a few breaths. And pressing into the palms. Go ahead, tuck the back toe under. Lift back up into three-legged dog. And we'll settle the foot down. Down dog. We're going to take a quick vinyasa. Rolling forward. Press through to lift up. Tuck those toes into down dog. And left leg will lift up. Three-legged dog. And then swing that knee up between the hands. Let it float down gently. And then adjust as you need to. I need a little wiggle room here into the hip. And that's okay. Always feel free to make this your own. I think I need to screw back. Because I know I didn't get the cords in. Alright, hopefully you could see me. We're settling into your favorite pigeon pose. There we go. Go ahead and climb back up. Press into the mat. Tuck the right toes under. Lift it up. Three-legged dog. And then gently set the foot down. We're going to go ahead and step it up to the front of the mat. Step or hop, yogi's choice. Forward fold. Half lift. Bow it out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to heart. Let's do that again. Adding on a different one. Inhale, reach up. Back bend. Back to center. Dive it out through the middle. Half lift. Forward fold. Step or hop. I'm just stepping today. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, up dog or cobra, down dog, three-legged dog, reach it up. Knee to chest, tiger curl, hold it to the top. Step it through a low lunge. Let's make our way up to a high lunge. Press into all four corners of the front feet. We'll lift up here, sink and settle. We'll move through it, so exhale, bring the elbows by the side. Bend the back leg, so it's my left leg here. And then we'll reach back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it right up at the top. We're going to open the arms out and then twist over to one side. Sorry, we're going to twist to the right side. Let's bring it back to center, reach up, and then hands to heart, down to the mat. Step it back or sweep it back into down dog, three-legged dog. Settle the foot. We'll go back through, quick vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull back. Left leg lifts up. Three-legged dog. Sorry. Yeah, three-legged dog into tiger curl. Step that left leg forward. Set up that foundation, root the feet into the mat. The more stability you have, the stronger you'll be when you rise. Moving through our high lunge, exhale the knee down, cactus arms, pull back, lift and reach. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. We're going to reach those arms up, bring them out, and then twist over to the left side. Bring it slowly back to the middle, hands to heart. Hands to floor. We're going to sweep it through down dog. Taking our vinyasa. And then back into down dog. Let's go ahead, step it up. Nice and easy. Finding forward fold. Half lift. Bow it out. Inhale, root to rise. Whew, I got a little winded there. That's a good one. You get the heart rate going, get the lungs working. All right, give me just one moment here. Whew. All right, go ahead, shake it out. We are going to, let's see, I don't even know if we did too many tree poses. I want to do a standing balance challenge before we take it back to our sun cells with our variations. So tree pose it is. I think I'm going to step right over here. I feel like that will be the very best spot. So we're rooting the feet in. We're standing tall, finding that best Tadasana. And then we can bring one heel, so right heel on top of the left. This is where you're at today. You are amazing. If you want to take the foot to the inside of the calf. Or if maybe your pants aren't too slippery, you can bring your leg to the inside of the thigh. But we always skip ankle and knee, right? I'm going to add a little mudra and then reach the other arm out. So I've got my thumb and my first finger touching. The other fingers are spread out. closing the circuit of energy, helping you to go inward to find all that stability here. Finding your inner strength, working on that perseverance. What? Release all the way out of this. So we're gonna shake it out. Whew. That felt good. That felt strong. I'm glad we're here again doing another impromptu class. I thought we'd said our last goodbyes, but alas, you can't get rid of me that easily. I'm just doing some stretches. If you want to follow, you can. You don't have to. Just little gentle hand stretches here, pressing down, rolling out the wrists. Just felt good, so I did it. All right. So we're bringing our left heel onto the top of the right foot to start with. And you can always have hands in prayer. Especially, that helps to bring focus to the center line of the body here. Pressing those hands together, right at the heart too. If you want, bringing your foot to the inside of the calf. And hey, how does this side feel? I don't know. This side's a little bit more wobbly on me. That's okay. That's why we balance out both sides. That's why we make sure to challenge. Why we make sure to find our challenge. All right, bringing the foot in, letting it rest on the inner thigh here, and trying not to get the hip. Ooh, I lost it. Hold on. Try not to lean too much into the hip. We want to try to line it up as much as possible. Use the muscles, not the joints. I'm going to still close the circuit here. That helps to settle my mind. Reconnect with my inner body, my inner strength. Hopefully it helps with you too. So we always challenge our balance. We have to challenge ourselves in different ways so that we can grow a little bit every day. And balance is tricky. It is different from one day to the next. Sometimes you might find yourself a little bit more off balance than others. But, like I said earlier, it's the journey. The journey is just as much fun as the destination. Go ahead and release it out here. We'll shake it out. That was beautiful. I love doing that with you. Okay, so we're going to find our challenge pose. I want to work up to it, our apex pose. We're headed there right now. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves down to the mat, and I'll be able to talk about it a little bit more with you. So big toes to touch, stand tall, stand proud. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. We're just going to step it into plank. Dropping the knees, press back. Child's pose. Exhale slowly. Go ahead and walk those hands up, and we'll come to sit back onto the heels. So here's the thing. What was I going to say? I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to come through all the different... I remember what I was going to say. I was going to let you know that we are going to be using the wrists. We're going to come and we're going to go into Wild Thing. We're going to flip the dog. So we need to be strong in the upper body, and we need to be supple in the back to do it, right? Supple in the back, but also strong in the back with any bending pose. So I feel like all of our down dogs, and we've warmed up the wrists really good. We've gotten the arms warm. We did some push-ups there. But I want to double check and make sure that that back is nice and warm. So we're just going to take the legs and stack them over to one side. I'm going right on top of left here to begin with. It's a little back bending mermaid here. So my right hand is going to come behind me because I've got my right leg up in front. Left leg comes and he'll scrape the sky. I say leg? Hopefully I said arm. So the right arm comes and it scrapes the sky. And you can stay right here. And this will tell you a lot. If this is where you're at today, then maybe when we go into our plyo flip, sorry, not our plyo flip, our flip the dog, when we come into Wild Thing, you might want to take a modification. You might want to just do a modified side plank, or skip this one altogether. But this will give you a really good indication of how your body is feeling. So we scrape the ceiling, we pull back, and then we put a lot of strength into that right arm as we lift the hips and then round it out here. So this is almost like your modified Wild Thing. This is kind of your first step into it. And this is a great one just to practice. We've got the glutes active, hips are lifted, and we're pulling out of the low back. We're not scrunching in. We don't want any pressure there. Go ahead, slowly release the hips, and we'll take a forward fold. Walking up gently, let's take that back leg, which is the left leg, and cross it over. And then we'll come into our spinal twist. So we're going to twist across the knee. This way we're stretching out the legs and we're, doing our counter pose for the spine, so that any bit of tension that was in there when we came into modified little back bend, we're going to pull it out. We're going to release it. Start fresh and new, so when we come into the flip, it'll be even stronger. Let's go ahead and exhale, come into a little transition piece, bound angle. So the soles of the feet together, reaching forward. All right, swap those legs over to the other side and let's see how this side feels. So I've got left stacked on top of right, taking left hand behind the body because we want to line up here. Right arm scrapes, and then you can stay right here. How does this feel? Give it a little balance. If you're ready, take it full forward, press into those hips, squeeze the glutes, and pull back here. Exhale, release. We'll come into a forward fold. Go ahead and walk those hands up. And we'll swing right around the front to cross over left. And then we turn to the right side. Just gonna slowly exhale. Untwist those legs and come into our tabletop position. Press into those hands. Tuck the toes under. Sit bones come up into down dog. Spend a moment here in down dog. Really setting up that foundation, pressing into the hands. Make sure, double check here, that we've got a little bend in the fingertips, little grip here, that we're pressing into the first finger and the thumb, and that the weight is coming out of the wrist. The more you activate the triceps, the biceps, the more we're using the muscles and not the wrist, the less it's going to hurt. Okay, go ahead, sweep right leg up. We'll flex the foot. We're in our three-legged dog. Squeeze the heel to the bottom and open up the hip just gently here. When you're ready, exhale. Right foot is going to come all the way behind. We're going to come onto the side of the left foot. We're going to round back here, flipping our dog. Now, let me show you real quick. If you want to drop left knee, twist here, and then pull back. Ooh, my necklaces are choking me. Then that's good too. This is great. So, those are your variations. Like I was saying earlier, you could also stay in a side plank. You don't have to flip it all the way around. We're going to come all the way back to center. Three-legged dog. Settle in. Drop those knees. Let's stretch it out, child's pose. Give that left wrist a little break here. If you want, go ahead and come up on top of the fingertips. And then back to tabletop. Go ahead, tuck those toes into down dog. We walk up, I think I might be just right in the camera range. And then I have to walk over. Oh, this is fun, walking down dog. All right, left leg's gonna reach up, three-legged dog. Squeeze the heel to the bottom, open the hip. Spend a moment here, reaching the right heel towards the mat. And slowly exhale, drop left behind right, press through the hips, and then pull back here. This side's a little shakier, that's okay. It's all right. Go ahead, come back to center. And then we'll drop down into child's pose. Give the right wrist a little stretch. While we're here, I want to start coming into some more stretches and staying away from the strong poses here. Like, we did a lot of strength. We put a lot of strength into our body and our minds and our hearts, and that's awesome. But before we transition to our stretches, I want to tell you how proud I am. Those were some really hard moves. We were able to take it piece by piece. We were able to slow down, build up, and then accomplish our goals. So that's awesome. I hope you feel really good, really strong. I'm gonna come into frog pose. So my feet are gonna come apart, my knees are gonna come apart. Oh, and then my pants are gonna get stuck on my mat. It's a little sticky here, but that's good for most poses, right? And then I'm just gonna sink down nice and deep. Alright, go ahead, take your time, use the arms to bring those legs back. And I want to try out a little puppy pose here. So walking hands forward, you drop the chest down. And then I'm gonna try to take this a little further. I've never done this before. So chest is down, forehead is planted, and take the right leg out. Right knee back in, left leg out. And bring both knees back in. After listening to my body, I've decided that's as far as I want to take it today. Go ahead, cross those arms. We're gonna reach up, little modified hero pose here. And then reach back, beautiful heart opener. A lot of love and gratitude is pouring out. So we're gonna release down here, all the way onto our backs. We'll go through a couple stretches and then find our final meditation. Go ahead and rock those knees. Sorry, rock the back side to side. Roll the knees together. That will help to release any tension in the low back here. Making little circles one way and then the other way. Go ahead, press the left foot in, reach the right up. And then relax the right leg down. Let's do left leg. Exhale, release the left leg down. Stretch it out overhead. And then exhale, arms alongside the body. Making adjustments as you see fit. I'm going to tuck my tailbone under just a little bit to find length in the back. And then relaxing into the feet. Relax the shoulders. Alright, so today we're going to go on a little meditation journey. This one is really good. It's one I learned from the Cosmic Kids Yoga. It's a little bit like for kids, but I mean, who's to say what's good for kids and what's good for adults is totally interchangeable. You know, we have a lot to learn from them. Alright, I'm going to settle my body and then go right into our mind. So it's a little visual meditation here. Making sure that the legs are heavy and long, that the arms are resting alongside the body, that we're not holding on to anything in the shoulders or the neck. The eyes and jaw are relaxed. And on our next exhale, we'll let go of something that no longer serves us. We're about to go on a journey on the bye-bye boat. We're going to take this boat out into the middle of the ocean, and we are going to let go of something that we don't want anymore. So take a moment to imagine yourself on the beach, where you can hear the seagulls overhead, you smell the salty air, the sand is under your feet and it's nice and warm from the sun. And you can feel the sun's rays warming your own body. As we walk down to the water, we see that there's a boat. It's called the Bye Bye Boat. We're going to get into this boat because we know it's safe and we know that it was there just for us. As we get into the Bye Bye Boat, it starts to float all the way out to the middle of the ocean. And we're not scared. We know that we're very protected in this boat. It's a very safe and comfortable boat. So we just settle in and enjoy the journey. We'll feel the rocking of the waves underneath the boat. And it'll gently relax our body and our mind. And the further we go out, the happier we are, the more relaxed we are. Now that we've come all the way out to the middle of the ocean, where it's just the water and the sun, and we can no longer see any of the shoreline, we pause for a moment, because up ahead is another boat coming to us. And on this boat is a gentle and kind older man. He's got a great big smile on his face, and he is very happy to see us. As his boat gets closer and closer to our boat, we realize that he's asking for something. He wants us to give him something that no longer makes us happy, or maybe something that never made us happy. It could be something that we once loved, but now it just kind of doesn't fit right. It could be your anxiety, an emotion that you don't like anymore. Maybe it's like bad thoughts for yourself. Maybe you need to let go of all that negativity there. But whatever it is, go ahead and put that into your mind. And while we're in our boat, we'll go ahead and grab hold of that, whatever we want to give away. It's going to be different for each of us. We're going to give it to the gentle old man in the other boat. And he's happy to take it from us, because now we are a little lighter and a little bit more happy. When you feel like the exchange is done, that you're ready, we'll settle back in for the journey in our boat back to the shoreline, enjoying the gentle rocking of the waves and the sun on our skin. The journey back's a little bit quicker, because remember, we're a little bit lighter. And then once we reach the sandy beach, We'll dock the boat and go ahead and climb back out, feeling the sand underneath our toes. Let's bring ourselves back into wherever you may be at, the room that you're in. We'll take a few deep breaths. And then wiggle our toes and our fingertips. We're going to bring ourselves all the way back in, mind and body, to the present moment. Oh, when you're ready, you can let your eyes come open. Grab hold of one knee. And then the other knee. Rock gently side to side. And then rolling to your right side. Reach overhead. Let the right bicep become a little pillow. We'll settle in for a long nap here. No, just kidding. Go ahead and press yourself back up. Find your seated position. I mean, unless you want to settle in, if you have the time and you are in this space and environment where you can take a little nap after this, go right ahead. But I need to finish up this video, so I'm coming back to my cross-legged seat. Reach the arms up. Inhale to the top. We'll exhale to heart. We're going to say namaste to the bye-bye boat as a thank you for, taking away something that no longer serves us. We'll say namaste to ourselves as a thank you for all the hard work, mentally and physically, we just did. And we'll say namaste to one another. Gratitude for being here for each other. Namaste.